Jess, welcome. How's it going? How are you doing? Dylan, welcome. How's it going? How are you doing? Yeah, I know there's an all-rare rotation going on in, Salmon Run for Splatoon 3, but I'm really bummed out of Splatoon 3. So, I'll be doing Splatoon 1 this weekend. You know, Splatoon, but with actual Splatoon map design. None of this hallway nonsense. I'll buy that. I'll buy this. And I'll buy these two things. Ray, how's it going? Welcome. Yep, going back to 2015 for a good old Splatoon 1. Because I'm honestly kind of bummed out of Splatoon 3 already. Still need to upgrade these, so I'll do that next. Let's see. Yo, remember when the Slosher kit was actually pretty good? Buy a weapon? I have plenty of weapons. This thing is really cool. It's really fun to use, but I think my favorite weapon overall so far is the T-Tech Splatter Shot. It's a really balanced, easy to use weapon, jack of all trades. It's pretty cool. Go back in time all the time. Do you now? All the time. Okay, let's jump into some battles. Okay, now, if you guys also have Splatoon, I would like to join. I'm not quite sure how it works on the Wii U, because I never really bothered with online play on the Wii U, with the exception of Smash for the Wii U. So I'm not sure how friend requests work on the Wii U. I never bothered looking into it. Oh yeah, Squid Jump minigame. I wish I could record that as well. And yeah, we might run into the occasional, no life hacker here and there, but whatever. And another heads up, there is one player that I have encountered once or twice, maybe 3 times, with a very vulgar name. So, just a quick heads up on that as well. I'm surprised they have a name like that. I thought Nintendo made it so that you can't use names like that. Jeez. Unless they decided to just say screw the security stuff for the Wii U. Ah, the iconic Splatoon map. This map is just so cool. Visually, and the way it plays is really nice. It just sucks Nintendo went from making cool maps like this to literal hallways. I I'm starting to think that Nintendo asked Call of Duty game developers to design the Splatoon 3 maps. Yoink! I don't get that range. Thank you, teammate. It's wearing off. Look at this. Inkable walls that I can climb up. Oh. Such a mom, such a mom, such a mom. Yeah, this game has got a lot of Japanese players currently. Which is fine. As long as it's got some players, we can play this. Hey look, flanking routes. If I might try Zuka now, that would be good. Welcome! Unfortunately, I cannot read your comment. Ah, dang it. Their Trizuka's not gone yet? Jeez. They're using 3 mains and 9 subs of special duration up. Ah, dang it. I was on my section. I'm gonna finish him off. One. Okay. Can I get anyone over the walls? Nope. Okay. Whoop, that's a charger. Look at all this verticality. It's actually good map design. It's not just straight hallways. Finish him. Dang it. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Ink Zuka. You know, the actual good version of Zuka. Trizuka is kind of sucky. Sometimes his hitbox doesn't even work. It was Japanese because you're in Japan right now. Oh, nice. Hope that's going well. Accepting your friend request for Splatoon 1. I'll have to do that after one more match. I typically try to do 2 matches and then reset the lobby. There is one map I still have not played on this game yet, and it is oh my gosh, what's it called? Anchovy Games. I have not experienced the Splatoon 1 version of that map yet. Every other map though, yeah, I've played on already. So hopefully Anchovy Games comes in during the next rotation, which is literally going to be in 50 minutes. Make your inkling cream skin color? You mean like the brightest one? All they gotta do now is wear the cream basics or cream high tops. There are some pieces of gear that did not return in Splatoon 2 and still have not returned in Splatoon 3 from this game. Like, there's this one called, like, the Stripe Tee or something. It's kind of, like, plain, but it's also kind of cool looking. It's actually the one clothing piece of gear that actually, you know, changes up depending on your skin, ink color. So that's pretty cool. The only other things that do that are headgear. But in Splatoon 3, there's actually quite a few clothing gear that actually change with your ink color. A gold dynamo with a good kit. Oh yeah, what do you guys think about the new upcoming Drizzle season? I personally am not at all looking forward to either of the new maps, because, While it looks like they got a tiny bit of verticality to them, they still look like one-way drops from the spawn and are just hallways. Still. And being able to adjust the appearance of your gear, that's actually kind of nice, but it's still kind of a meh thing to me. However, that is still nice because there are some shirts that I like the color of and like look of, but I don't like how, you know, baggy they look. So being able to make them a little smaller is kind of cool. So that's a nice little feature. And finally, we get a new tri-stringer kit, and it looks pretty decent. It's got, so far, it's speculated that it's got Sprinkler as the sub-weapon, which is already kind of meh. But you know what? That's still better than Toxic Mist. As for its special, it was pretty much shown in the most recent gameplay footage that it has Super Chump, which is great. That special is going to have a lot of synergy with the main weapon. Just fire a Super Chump and then fire a bunch of rapid fire explosive bolts into it. Though I still kind of wish I had something like Fizzy Bomb to help combo in with its main attack, so that would have been nice. But hey, Sprinkler is still better than Toxic Mist. Da. Okay, one more match and then I'll accept that request. But please do let me know what your Switch user... Switch, oh my gosh. I'm playing on the Wii U now. Please let me know what your Wii U username is. If that's even how it works. I don't know how it works. I've never really played online with the exception of Smash for the Wii U. Hey look, classic... Is it classic blue and orange or is that green? Is it green? Tis a green! Corey, how's it going? Welcome. How are you doing? Good old classic OG Splatoon 1. Nintendo just flat out needs to port this game to the Switch. I don't know why they don't. Literally, they ported Breath of the Wild to the Switch. They ported Super Mario 3D World to the Switch. And there was one other game they ported to the Switch that was the original Wii U. Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8, which is now a full-on Switch title, getting milked for all its worth. So why has this game not been ported to the Switch yet? That's my question. Why has this game still not yet been ported to the Switch? It makes no sense. Can I hit anybody over the wall? Nope. Thanks. Nope. Go back. You ain't coming from that direction. You still aren't. Okay. Because of the mechanics. I mean, the Breath of the Wild required the Wii U gamepad for some things, but they made that transition pretty smooth onto the Switch. So there's no reason they couldn't have made any transition for the Wii U gamepad onto the Switch for this game. Like literally, you can just pull up the map instead of having it on the Wii U gamepad like you did with Splatoon 2. Though I will admit, having the map on the Wii U gamepad is really nice because it saves you like a full split second of needing to actually select the map and then super jump to spawn or something. You can just tap it on the Wii U gamepad. It's really quick. Quick and easy. And yeah, I know, some specials require the Wii U gamepad, but again, they could have made it so that once you activate said specials, the map comes up on your screen, and then you get to choose where to fire it. So yeah, I just think Nintendo hasn't ported this one yet because they know fans want it ported and they just don't care. You know, Nintendo don't care. How do you update the game? It should do that automatically if you're connected to the internet. I feel like the splatter shot has a little more range in this game than it does in Splatoon 3 and 2. that's where my suction bomb sticks to. You love to play Splatoon 1? If you have a Wii U, I mean, do you have a Wii U in this at all? Plushies, how's it going? Welcome. Why am I playing this game? Because it's actually a good Splatoon game, unlike Splatoon 3. Splatoon 2 was mediocre. Splatoon 3 is just being absolutely neglected by Nintendo right now. I don't know, neglected doesn't seem like the right word. I'm gonna say milked. Splatoon 3 is being milked by Nintendo, with little to no effort put into it. 1 year in, and there's still no improvements to the biggest issue with the game, and those are the maps. The 2 new maps coming look like they're literal hallways with one-way drops and unequal walls once again. So, yeah. At this point, I'm convinced Nintendo just doesn't care. I mean, I've kind of been convinced of that for quite some time now, if I'm being honest. What about Splatoon 4? If they're going to make a 4th game, they're probably going to make it worse than Splatoon 3 somehow, so at this point, I would rather they just port Splatoon 1 to the Switch. Like, actually. Have the best kits. Admittedly, yeah, that's the interesting part about this game. A lot of the kits were really broken, but at the same time, because a lot of them were, it was still balanced for that odd reason. And they're just fun. I mean, burst bombs on a slosher is a very solid pick. Really good. The new slosher looks kind of busted. It looks like it's a 3-hit, but given how it literally hits twice in one slosh, kind of makes it a 2-hit, because it takes 2 sloshes, just like the normal slosher. I'm guessing it's going to be more of a team support weapon, like you can pick off already damaged foes with only 1 slosh. But I'm not sure how it works, though. Buying the deep cut amiibos? I'm going to be buying them. Oh wait, I forgot your friend request, Doctor. Sorry. Doing. This cool little squid jump minigame is actually really neat. Gives you a little something to do while you're waiting. Wait, isn't yours already then? Yours, Mom, for them for your birthday since their release day. Wow. Literally the perfect time to get them. Jeez, the weapons just look cooler in this game too. They actually look like they're made of that, like, you know, clear neon, green plastic material that a lot of the Super Soaker water guns were made of. They're just so cool looking. In Splatoon 1, I think the designs kind of were very meh-ish. But they still look somewhat cool. But in this game, the weapons just look really neat. And Ink Strike. Very fun special, but not the best one. But hey, it's cheap. I think the cheapest special in the game is the Killer Whale, which is pretty cool. And given how it's on the vanilla roller, you're going to be getting it quite often. How are you alive? There, now you're splattered. Sheesh. Yeah, remember damage up from this game? I mean, heck, at least it has defense up to counter it. In Splatoon 2, there's no counter to NPU, except use an NPU, which completely defeats the purpose of creativity in your gear builds. So yeah, I'm gonna say during the first half of Splatoon 2, it was actually pretty darn good, but then Nintendo kind of stopped giving a care throughout the second half. And then all throughout Splatoon 3, they just don't care at all. Oops, someone's gonna climb up. Because there's actual climbable walls in this game. The sound effects are really pronounced in this game as well compared to 2 and 3. Which is cool. Nintendo really wanted to sell this, and they did, but at this point, I'm starting to think that the only reason they made a new IP was just so they can have an excuse to milk another one for money. Bling! And yes, I do have my volume turned down quite a bit to prevent any echo, which can make it easier for enemy players to sneak up on me. Just like that. Okay, I'll accept friend request after the next match. Want to go all out for Splatoon 3 anniversary is to do like too many of all Splatoon specials. I mean, for a 1-year anniversary update, it's very, very lackluster. Like, we only have 8 new weapon kits. Only 8. That is the least amount of new weapon kits we have gotten in a frickin' season. Very underwhelming. And given how they have yet another 2 new weapons, if they want to give every weapon at least 2 kits, and we're already going in to the new, like, literally the 1-year anniversary, and there's still, like, I think it was, like, 12 or something, with weapons that still do not have new kits. Yeah. They're gonna factually need 3 years of continued support with that game, just flat out. Though I will admit, I like how, they did a little reminiscent thing of the previous Splatoon maps from 1 and 2 with one of the new ones. I think it was Crab Leg something whatever, can't remember. But you can see Hagglefish Market down below it, which is cool. It's nice to know that they still do that interconnected world stuff, which is something that was really cool about Splatoon. Throughout both games, you could see other stages from other stages sometimes, and it was just really neat. In Splatoon 3, none of that happened. Until the 1-year anniversary. Pretty darn lame-o. But you know what? At least it's something. At least it's something. So maybe that means there is still a chance that Nintendo will fix the maps in a future update, making them actually good. Because if they are remembering, oh, we made the worlds interconnected, maybe they'll remember why they made Splatoon maps the way they did in the first place. And we'll get complete map overhauls, making them actually Splatoon maps and not these hallway map nonsense. To make the Splaprella kit with the Autobomb and the Inkjet, that is a very solid kit for an Inkjet. Especially Umbrella, because you can shield yourself on the way down. So you don't really need to worry about getting camped at the marker. Another thing I like better about Splatoon 1 than any other Splatoon games is the lighting. The lighting effects in these games, it just looks so cool and lively. In Splatoon 2, I think the maps were a little bit too bright. Ouch. But in this game, they actually look more like they have a time, like a day cycle, which is cool. In Splatoon 3, the maps just suck. Both visually and the way they play. They're just not that interesting to me. fun in Splatoon 1, no, they're actually pretty fun. They're actually pretty nice to look at. Did I hit him? I don't know. I can't exactly get through with that charger there. Uh-oh, doggos. Hurry, killer whale! Okay, good. What? No, 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 no. Go, 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 go. Okay. Jeez. I cannot go out there. Now I can, but I want to prepare myself. The charger is right there, so... Oh my gosh, I don't have ink res. Yeah, if there is actually one complaint, I've actually got two pretty good complaints about Splatoon 1 though. Like, ink res being a shoe exclusive ability, I think kind of just sucks. That means it's a very crutch ability too, to boot, so it's like one of those abilities that feels like you need to use. Because once you're an enemy ink, you're slowed to a crawl. It's kind of insane. Nice. Blink. I dang it, no break on combo. Get him, get him, get him, get him. I will admit, I think the redesign they did for this map in Splatoon 2 was better, because you actually have those ink rails to go around with, instead of just that wall. So, because if you have a charger over there, you're kind of pinned down. But this map is still really fun to play. Visually, too. Okay, so I'll accept friend requests now. Please let me know what your usernames are. Marks the 11th anniversary of that Minecraft parody song by Captain Sparkles. Which one? Minecraft style? You know, Minecraft parody songs are still pretty bop. Okay, so I go here, right? Yeah, friends list. Oh, revenge? Oh, the one that became a meme all this for out of nowhere. Okay, so user play with settings. Here's just Dylan. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to use do the friends list on this thing, because I never bothered with it. I never bothered with it, so I have no clue how to use it. But hey, I have an empty friends list, so I don't have to worry about deleting anybody. So that's a plus. What weapon do I want to use now? Yeah, I have no idea how to use the friends list on this thing. I never bothered with it. Just look at how cool the weapons look. They actually look like Super Soaker water guns. Even the splat rollers look neat. They have that neon clear green plastic look to them, which is just really cool. Even the chargers do. Check it out. You can actually see the lining on the plastic. Dang it. Why did they make the weapons not look cool in the sequels? You can actually see the lining on the plastic. It's so cool looking. Why did they make the weapons look not cool in the sequels? Not gonna use it. You know what? Let's try to get some new weapons in. Let's do mini and tri-slosher. Oh yeah, the cool looking tri-slosher. So yeah, if any of you know how to use the friends list on this thing, please let me know. Because I have no idea how to use it. If we can figure that out, I can accept your requests. I hear run speed up on this thing is pretty good. There's this run speed. Do I not have a shirt with run speed? No, I do not. So I'll go with defense up. And I still need to upgrade these shoes. Oh, you know what? Let's do defense up, damage up combo. Go back to the friends list and press the pause button. Or the plus button. Got it? Oh, it's glowing. Okay. I have one friend request. Let's view it. Okay, there's Dr. OMG. Accept. I have no... That's a random. Here you can register... Yeah, see, I never touched this. By entering their Nintendo Network IDs. You can send a friend request to a person by entering his or her Nintendo Network ID. Okay, so... I got yours, and... Yeah, go ahead and send yours. Back please. Oh yeah, this requires a stylist. This requires a stylist. Give me a sec. Okay, take your time. Another thing that's really cool about Splatoon 1 is the gear itself. The lighting just makes the gear a lot more bright in coloration. Not like so kind of dark. The saturation is just much brighter. It's really nice looking, really bright. It brings out it just screams summertime. Users played. Your internet is just no. Let me refresh real quickly. Okay, I still don't have a new one. Actually, if you send me your Nintendo Network ID, I could send you one. You said yours was literally just your name, Dylan? Can't connect to your internet right now? Try resetting the router. That typically tends to work. So go ahead and let me know what your ID is, and then I will go ahead and send you one. Urchin Underpass. Iconic Splatoon. Yeah, granted Splatoon 1 had its fair share of pretty poorly designed maps, but given how this was Nintendo's first time doing this, it's understandable why they wouldn't get the maps down to a T right away, but the fact that they're literally... the fact that they're literally getting worse with the map designs is kind of stupid. Splatoon 1 was literally you can ink everything. Splatoon 2 was you can ink maybe 50% of things. Splatoon 3 is you can't ink anything at all, except the floor. Completely defeats the purpose of the core game mechanic that made Splatoon unique. Like, sheesh. Nintendo could totally port this game to the Switch. I don't know why they choose not to. Other than the fact that they're stubborn and don't care. Greetings, comrade! That didn't get you? I beg your pardon? Oh, was it because I fired the Inksuka under a tree? Oh. Shoot! Okay. Get a move on. Fun fact, I actually came pretty close to maining the mini Splatling in Splatoon 2. Because it was pretty much just a longer range, rapid fire splatter shot. But the thing that made me not really want to main it was the fact that it was a Splatling. I had to charge up my shot before I could actually do anything with it. Okay. Oop, nope, move. Which kind of felt a little sluggish to me. But it's nice and rapid, so there's that at least. You better not go there, because I'm coming up. Heal, 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 heal. Ah, the normal mugger. Blue, how's it going? Welcome. Sugary, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, the servers for Splatoon 1 are back up and running for the Wii U. So yeah, if you have a Wii U and you have Splatoon 1, go ahead and send me your user ID and that will or I'll send you mine and we can play together. Oh gosh. Got it and sent it? Nice. Wow, by 0.4%. Let's go. Oh, they had a DC. Good. Ah, yeah, the classic Splatling gun animation. Ah, there you are. I could do private battles, but I don't have... But aside from you and Dylan, that's only 2 friends, so I think I'm going to stick to public for now. Public matches. Going to accept it after this match? Yes, I will. 2 matches, and then I'm gonna... Actually, I don't think I'll have to reset the lobby. But I will have to accept your friend request, so I'll have to leave the lobby after that. Squidward. I mean, makes sense. Squidward is a cephalopod. Funnily enough, there's actually 3 species of cephalopod. There's squids, octopus, and cuttlefish. So, that means if we are going to get a 3rd playable species in Splatoon 3, it has no choice but to be cuttlefish. It's got to be... So what are they going to call it? A cuddling? Yeah, that sounds like a very good name for them. A cuddling. Cuddling. But I'm still gonna stick with my squid. Let's do it. Literally, what everyone does on this map is they just rush towards the center and try to pin the enemy team down at the line there. oddly enough, this is the exact same kit as the Penatech Splatter Shot. So even in Splatoon 1, even in Splatoon 1, Nintendo recycled kits, which is fine, I guess. Because there's actually not that many. In Splatoon 3, there's literally one that's the same kit back to back. Literally back to back, it's the same kit. The X-Washer and the friggin' Nautilus. Ouch. The good version of the Zuka. I would like to go that way, but I can't right now. Okay, so yeah, after this match, I will accept your friend request, Dylan. The only thing that's gonna suck is... Yeah. In my opinion, the only thing good about Splatoon 3 are the quality of life changes. Being able to have your viewers and friends on the same team with you at all times is really nice. Same team as you, it's just really nice. And being able to finally decide which abilities you have on your gear, regardless of what gear it is, and regardless if it's a main ability, so... If there's anything good to come out of Splatoon 3, it's the quality of life changes. But that's literally it, unfortunately. But knowing Nintendo, they're probably going to be like, oh, no one's playing this game, I wonder why. Was it the quality of life changes? We'll get rid of that in the 4th game. Surely it can't be the fact that we're slacking with map design and being lazy with the game. Because that's literally Nintendo. Jeez. They take away anything good from the previous games and just completely butcher them in the sequels. It's so annoying. Nintendo are literally the king of dumb decision making. How the heck did that one miss? Squidward. Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward. Yeah, this thing can rapidly destroy you quickly. Oh, it's the good version of the Zinc. You know, Disruptor and Bubbler. Not Toxic Mist and Big Bubbler, which are pretty much useless. Okay, so friend request coming up. And Splatoon 1, we don't have an ouch button. We had to say, yeah. And this way what is come on instead of booyah, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so I need to leave the lobby to accept that request. Let's do it. And then on, oh yeah, Tri-Slosher and Zinc Splatling have the same kit. Lols. Dang. I really should not have skipped out on Splatoon 1. But at least now I get to play it. So that's good. I still need to get back to upgrading those bees. Everything here is upgraded, everything here is upgraded. Good. And little fun fact, I did not use you know, Super Sea Snails to get 3 durations up. That just happened as I was upgrading them. So cool. My first perfect gear set. First Splatoon. And it's on my favorite piece of gear in the entire Splatoon series, so cool. Thinking about a hacker? Yeah. I'm honestly not running into as many as I thought I would when I was playing. I've only ran into like maybe 10 of them, and I'm at level friggin' 27, so kind of impressive actually. I thought I was gonna be running into them constantly, but no, only a few so far. And here's the funny thing, I won a match against 2 of them. Lols. jeez. Bubbler Disruptor combo is freaking... That is just... downright mean. Mean combo. Okay. Oh yeah, and don't underestimate the range of the Tri-Slasher. It's actually got very similar range to the Splatter Shot. But people tend to think that its range is similar to that of a Carbon Roller, because it is kind of short range, but no, its effective range, while super close, its overall range is very similar to that of a Splatter Shot, so don't underestimate this thing's range. You can use it from pretty far away. Oh, hi. How's it going? Really gotta like how it's instant activation. If you got quick reflexes, this special is really good. Oh. Greetings, comrades! How about this for a Splatfest? Damage up versus defense up versus main power up. I know you could probably throw Intensify Action in there, because the increased accuracy while jumping was similar to main power up on some weapons, but everyone used it for the damage up effect. So yeah, how about that for Splatfest? Give me that bubbler. Special duration up goes well with the bubbler too. Longer bubbler. G to the G's. But dang, they seriously had a missed opportunity with the Soda Slosher for Splatoon 3. Slosher Nouveau, however the heck you pronounce that. Fizzy Bomb and Tacticooler. Seriously? Why would you give that weapon, that kit, when you could have given that to the Soda Slosher? It would have been a perfect thematic pairing. Fizzy Bombs, you know, because there's soda's a fizzy drink, you got Fizzy Bombs, and clearly the Tacticooler drinks are fizzy drinks. So, what the heck? Nintendo are the king of dumb decision making. For video games, anyway. We keep it in this map, but you know what? That's fine by me, because it's actually fun. Ah, dang it. Gonna have all three on the same team. Here's an interesting setup. Use one main and 3 subs of special charge up. 1 main and 3 subs of special saver, and 1 main and 3 subs of special duration up. Uh-oh, that's a cracking. Does Disruptor interrupt slow cracking down? I'm not sure actually. Slashes are fun in this game. Rollers are actually really good in this game. They can actually one-hit people, with or without damage up. But in Splatoon 2, they were toned down a little bit, making them very inconsistent, unless you used MPU. And then in Splatoon 3, rollers are nothing more. Rollers are just a wet noodle. They can't splat anybody. regardless of how close you are to them. It's so bad. Just before I could get it. But yeah, rollers in Splatoon 3, they freaking suck. Even a roller like the vanilla roller, the standard splat roller, you need to be carbon roller range to get a one hit with that thing. It's just horrendously bad. Like, actually. Ouch. Yay! See, pretty impressive range. Don't underestimate the range of a tri-swasher. Alright, let's go this way. Dang, even, despite me having played on these maps several times already, there are still some alternate routes that I'm just learning about, and I'm like, dang, these maps had a lot of depth to them. These maps had a lot of good design to them. Holy shoot. Did we pull a comeback? Ooh, just barely. Okay, I'm not gonna bother okay. The only reason I would have to reset the lobby is to switch my weapon. Okay, so I got 3 complaints. You can't switch your weapon without leaving the lobby. But yeah, like I said, given how this is Nintendo's first attempt at a game like this, I can't exactly be too harsh on that because, you know, this was back in a time when Nintendo actually gave a care. Going on, but then you got stopped. I mean, that's the thing. These maps allow for actual... These maps, you know, give the other team a chance to make a comeback, even if the other team has them pinned down. Because, you know, there's flanking routes and inkable walls to climb up. In Splatoon 3, once you're pinned down, yeah, forget about it. And the new way they have you spawn in is also pretty dumb because you're not invincible. You have ink armor. And that can get chewed through with something like a Trizuka, so it defeats the purpose entirely. But in Splatoon 1 and 2, you have those pads that have a force field around you, so you could literally just build up your special and then jump out when you have your special, or whatever special it was. You can scatter the enemy team and try to make a, you know, beeline for it. But in Splatoon 3, no. Don't even bother trying. Just stay up on your spawn floating thingy. Because once you jump down, you're gonna get ambushed. That ink armor ain't gonna do you any good. Squid jump. This is really neat. See, this is something that made the Wii U a really unique console. That you can practically play 2 games at once on it. But unfortunately, due to the it was a very lackluster, like, release because there were hardly any first-party titles on it. So unfortunately, that's kind of what made the console flop. But the titles that were on it were all really, really good. Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, Smash for the Wii U, even some third-party ones, like Zombie U. This console could have been really successful if Nintendo waited, you know, just wait a little bit so they have something to release on it. And 3D World was also really solid. That was a fun game. Definitely one of my favorites. And now it's on the Switch, so that's good. Now all we need is Splatoon 1 on the Switch. Isn't that right, Nintendo? Are you gonna do the smart thing and put this game on the Switch? At least when Splatoon 3 is done with its update cycles, which it's actually gonna need another 2 years of, given the current state of the game is still pretty bad, almost a year in. I should probably get out of this one. Oh, all three of us are on the same team this time. Nice! Let's go. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, look. Ooh, that was great. If there is one thing that's kind of odd about the rollers is that it's either the ink flung from the roller or the roller itself is the hitbox. If for some reason the enemy, your target goes in between those, they won't take any damage. So that is one oddity that the rollers have in this game. But you know what? Even with that weird oddity, they're still very consistent weapons. Oh, that's a fucking... I'm just gonna fire this wildly. This is the final smash for Inklings. You know how after Sephiroth was added to Smash, they gave Cloud a second final smash? It'd be kind of cool if they did that for all characters. Uh-oh. Ooh! Defense up is really good. But yeah, like, Sonic can go hypersonic, and he'd be flying around the screen, you know, faster, and he would do more damage. But, to make it more balanced, it would not be as long as Supersonic. For the Inklings, they could have done something like go off screen, similar to how... what's their name? I don't know. But they could have made it so that they use Tenta missiles instead. That'd be pretty cool. Woo! GG's. That would have been cool if they gave all characters an alternate Final Smash. Yeah, Inklings could have had like Tenta missiles or something, and then Sonic could have gone... Oh, okay. Breaking news! See, that's something else. Like, instead of the game just saying maps and modes have updated, it says breaking news. Let's go back to Callie and Marie. It feels more immersive. It feels more like you're actually in the world. Like, okay, let's go watch the news. There's new maps now. Versus, oh, they changed. Maps and modes changed. Oh, everyone them all. Ooh, and Hammerhead Bridge. Isn't it funny how the incomplete version of Hammerhead Bridge is better than the completed version? I find that to be hilarious, honestly. What do you have to say, Judd? One Super Sea Snail. I would really like to get to level 50 in this game, but that's gonna take a while. Take care, Doctor. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Arrow on a Mall, honestly. It is one of those maps that is kind of narrow, so once you're pinned down, you're kind of screwed. They do have some alternate paths, but again, with 4 players, 2 players can just, you know, camp out the middle. One can camp out the left side, the other can camp out the right side. So it is one of those maps where once you're pinned down, you're pretty much screwed. So yeah, kind of bad design. But Hammerhead Bridge, on the other hand, that's a really fun map to play on. Like, actually. The amount of different paths off to the side just make it a lot of fun. I mean, admittedly, I imagine fighting on a bridge would be hallway-esque. So at least Hammerhead Bridge in Splatoon 3 has an excuse for being a straight, narrow line. But why is it worse than the completed version? Why is the incomplete version worse than the completed version? That makes literally zero sense. That's like a game being released before it's complete, and it's better than how it is when it's fully polished. That makes zero sense. Only Nintendo, man. Only Nintendo. Oh, my suction bomb didn't finish him off. Dang it. That could have been a nice, juicy double. Okay, I personally kind of like how even when you jump in this game, rollers still do the horizontal flick, which I think is more consistent for splatting people, but the one good thing about the vertical flick is that it's better at inking walls. So there's that at least. Oh no, it's the dreaded dynamo. Which I think I took them out, I'm not sure though. Oh, I'm out of ink. I should not stay up here. That is a bad idea. Instead, what I'll do is this. Whoa. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I could actually do the amiibo challenges. I could actually do that. Suction bomb? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. If your target is in between the roller and the ink flung, you can avoid the attack altogether. But you know what? It's better than having a roller not one hit at point blank range. Uh-oh. I don't know how I'm still alive. Oop, not for long though. Lols. Yeah, again, one of those maps that's too narrow. Once you're pinned down, you're kind of screwed. But you want to know something? Even Salt Spray Rig is better than Splatoon 3's maps entirely. Because even though it is one of those, it is like, you know, Skipper Pavilion. But here's the difference between that map and Skipper Pavilion. Salt Spray Rig actually has inkable walls to climb up. To flank. And it's got moving platforms. Skipper Pavilion has neither. So, yeah. Even Salt Spray Rig is better than any of the default Splatoon 3 maps. Wrap your head around that. Okay, I'm gonna switch my weapon out. What should I use now? Dude, the Berry Splatter Shot looks so freaking cool. This is why I like Sheldon's picks better than Kensa's or Z+F or whatever. Just because the coloration, they're just really cool looking. I mean, look at Wasabi Splatter Shot. The colors are just, you know, inverted. And it still looks pretty cool. What do I want to use? You know what, let's go Crack on Splat Roller. A classic fan favorite. Searching for a battle to join. It'd be nice if I could record a squid jump while we're waiting. Ah, screw off. That way you guys aren't just staring at the loading screen. But at the same time, you guys are also playing that, so... There's the trade-off, I guess. I like how Squid Jump is literally just a simplified version of the story mode. Just get to the great Zapfish. It's actually pretty simple. It's just like the classic Super Mario games, like 2D side-scroller, just get to the goal, which is now full-on 3D. Get to the goal. Pixelated instead of HD graphics. Good old 8-bit gaming. Uh-oh. If there's one thing I don't like about the Starfish power-up, it makes your fall really fast. So, if you're on ice... yeah, you're gonna be sliding. I like the jellyfish, though. Double jump is cool. Boing, boing. Jump. Oh, okay, we're good. It's kind of odd how there's 25 levels in total for Squid Jump. You'd think there'd be 30. Because it's 10 levels, and every 10 levels the background changes, so kind of makes me wonder why they couldn't fit another 5 levels into it. That'd be kind of cool if they could. I think it would have made a little more sense. Boing! Oh, nope! Ooh, that was close. About to run out of time, but then someone joined. Boing! How am I supposed to make this jump? Jeez. Dang it, the randomly generated levels can sometimes be funny. Like, how am I supposed to make this jump here? Jeez, thank you. Made it. Now you listen to the Calamari Incantation in the lobby with the Squid Beats game. Where is Squid Beats in Splatoon 3? That's another thing. Where is any of that fun little side stuff? I guess Table Turf kind of is that now, but at the same time, that's its brand new own game mode, so it's not exactly the same. It's not exactly, you know, what made those little minigames special. Oopsie daisy. Dang it, that's another thing about the starfish. Once you grab them, you just... all your momentum from your jump stops and you just go plummeting. That can be another... that's a bit of an issue. But hey, at least it's pretty much times 2 speed everything. Oh, you want to know something you can do with the starfish power-up? If you time a fully charged jump just right as it runs out, you go skyrocketing. You go flying. The only person on my friends list and Nintendo comes to come on the same team. Yeah. Alright, Mr. Krabs. Ooh, we're getting a raid here. Angelic Subspace raid. I know Subspace, not quite sure who the collab partner was. I apologize. I apologize. But hey, welcome raiders. Ooh, I am at a bad disadvantage state here. Move! I'll get right back to you guys as soon as this match is donezo. Whoa. I can see now. Hasumiyu, BX. Ah, there you are, Angel. Welcome. How's it going? Octi Angel and Subspace. How's it going, guys? Welcome. Hope your collab went well. If you guys have a Wii U and Splatoon 1, you can send me a friend request and I will play with you guys. Oh, right on time. Right on cue. Seahorse, how's it going? Welcome. Speed, welcome. How's it going? How you doing? Hope the rest of your stream went well, by the way. Thanks. Ooh, Disruptor is too good. Here's the funny thing. Disruptor is too good, and Toxic Mist is, like, not good at all. So it's like, it's either gotta be good, or it's gotta be trash. What they could have done was make it so that it has the effects of Disruptor while you're in the Toxic Mist, with a slight lasting effect. Not so much so only when you're in the mist, though. Oh, that's a blaster, that's a blaster, that's a blaster. Dang it. Splatoon 1 seeing good right now? It's just normal turf floor. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing turf floors. I have not touched ranked yet, though. I probably should. But yeah, here's one problem with this map. Again, it's... once you're pinned down, you're kind of screwed. If I knew where the enemy team was, I could probably do a little bit of flanking. Ah. And rollers are not good at inking walls. That's the one good thing about the vertical flick. Other than that, I found the vertical flick to be a pain. Personally. Climb! Okay. Hello! I did some flanking! Something you don't see in Splatoon 3. Yeah, you missed me in the VC. I actually joined, yeah. Glad I was finally able to join you in the VC for a change. Yeah, Splatoon 1 is making a comeback, pretty much. Unfortunately, knowing Nintendo, they're not going to bother porting it to the Switch anytime soon. If they do port it to the Switch when Splatoon 3 is done getting updates, that would be nice. That would be really nice. I mean, heck, Breath of the Wild was ported to the Switch, Mario Kart 8 was ported to the Switch, and that's now a full-on Switch game. 3D World got ported to the Switch, so why hasn't Splatoon 1 been ported to the Switch yet? Like, honestly. Yeah, I get Splatoon 3 is the one they want to focus on right now, but if they don't port Splatoon 1 to the Switch when Splatoon 3 is done getting updates, then I'll be baffled. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, completely expected of Nintendo, but still kind of mind-boggling why they wouldn't. Doing. Jump. Have a good one, Speed. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Yes, so I am doing this with viewers. So after this match, I will go ahead and show you guys my Nintendo Network ID, and you guys can send me a request. Or you can tell me what your guys' Wii U ID is, and I can send you a request. But typically it's faster if you guys send me the request, because that way you guys don't have to sit through me typing everything in. Can I get the jump? Yes! Y'all remember Squid Jump? Uh-oh. And at it. Sky, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? Wishing for the Splatfest? I'm still undecided, honestly. It's those kind of Splatfests that make me want to sit them out because it's like I don't want to have to choose between one or the other because they're all, you know, part of the same whole. So it's like, eh. The theme kind of makes sense though. Who'd be a better leader? But I really don't know, honestly. I'm not sure who I'd be going. The only reason I would go Shiver is for the ink color. The only reason I would go Fry is because, you know, she represented the first team I played on in the premiere, so there's that. And the only reason I would go Big Man is because, you know, he thinks love is the most important thing out of fame and money. So, yeah. Really mad respect to Big Man for that. But yeah, I really have no idea who I'm going to be going. Which team? I don't know. Where's another good spot for a squid beacon? I guess right here? Hello, secret. Oh, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Jeez, I got sandwich. Actually, I'm gonna place a squid beacon down over here. There we go. That's the only squid beacon out right now, so let's change that, shall we? Seeker! Seeker was, what is that, like 90% of your ink tank? It's a pretty expensive sub-weapon. And yes, I remember Sprinkler in this game actually does something. Sprinkler in Splatoon 1 is actually good. Oh, that was not a double. Dang it. 2 small bags of jalapeno chips. Planning on munching them while I was playing. Oh, cool. I like jalapenos. Oops. So another good spot for us, baby, and I guess right here. Yeah, that's another thing about these maps. They have a lot of good. They have a lot of good spots for squid beacons because there's a lot of corners. Wow. This guy over here just spamming his sub weapon. Can I run into another one? Well, I tell you what I can do. And there we go. The sour spot. Yay! You think Shiver's gonna win? Yeah, we already know who's gonna win. We already know that Shiver's gonna win. When a Splatfest is already, you know, when you can already predict a Splatfest, the winner, that's just all the more reason for Nintendo just to not even bother. Because they're that predictable. That's just really bad game design. Like, seriously bad game design. When you can already tell who's going to win the next Splatfest before it's even announced in game. Pretty weenie. Needs to get their own Splatfest. They seriously do, because given how they're worldwide, they pretty much determine the winner of the Splatfest, which is just really dumb. Okay, no new friend requests yet. I'm gonna switch my weapon out. Decided 3 Splatfest outcomes by themselves. White chocolate, Nessie, and money. And of course Nintendo would make that, you know, Shiver be specifically money, because that's pretty much the only thing they care about now. Permanent ink brush. An actual good permanent ink brush. Oh, Nintendo ID? Let me show you. Ah, fudge. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and show you my Nintendo ID after this match. Yeah, I'm not used to taking friend requests on the Wii U because it's a lot different than how you do it on the Switch. I mean, it's somewhat similar, but different at the same time. Get so many mirror matches, yet still lose popularity. I have no idea. I imagine Money also got a lot of mirror matches, but how come they still ran away with it if that was the case? Maybe they only got like 3 less mirror matches than Love overall did. And that was what allowed them to take all those points. Hello, people! Double! Special duration up is really good with any cracking weapon too. That was a bad approach. Very bad approach. Oh, hi. Okay. If you want. It causes a communication error. Well. Yeah, but I think that'd be... Actually, that kind of would be a little faster than sitting through a match, wouldn't it? What in the heck was that? Oh. Can I just throw the bomb? Yes, I can. Did I get him? My bomb must have not landed anywhere near them. But yeah, I'm predicting that... I'm gonna say it right now. I think the permanent ink brush kit is gonna have Sprinkler and Big Bubbler. They're gonna just do what they did with Splatoon 2's permanent ink brush, but make it worse. Or it'll have Sprinkler and Kraken Royale. It'll be a combination of Splatoon 1 and 2's permanent ink brush kits. Or who knows, they might give it a brand new kit entirely, which would be nice, because seeing repeated kits gets kind of boring after a good chunk of time, you know what I mean? So maybe they'll give it something like, I don't know, frickin' Fizzy Bomb and Booyah Bomb? That would be a real interesting combo. Ouch. The Splatling? Okay, that must have been some pretty hardcore lag right there. Because last I checked, the Slosher was swinging at me. I'm gonna back in. Last I checked, the Slosher was swinging at me. Jeez. You can barely, even with your computer at max volume. I'm not sure. I've turned on my microphone a little bit, but I don't want it to be too loud. Yeah, it might be because I have a fan going in the background because of how hot it gets up here. Yeah. Don't know the winners of each Splatfest. Which team would you have joined for Splatoon 1 ones? That's just it. I'm not quite sure what the Splatoon 1s were. I know the last one was Kelly versus Marie. And again, that would have been one I had a hard time choosing because I don't like choosing either or. And I know Cake versus Ice Cream was the premiere one. I think I would have chosen... That's a tough one. Given the time, maybe Ice Cream because it was going into the summertime. Just because of that reason, I probably would have chosen Ice Cream. But Cake is something you can pretty much have any day of the year. So, maybe Cake for that reason. I have no clue. Bleep, 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 bleep. Is it you? Someone... Oh yeah, please let me know who's sending these though, so I know. Was dog versus cats? You chose dog. Okay, dogs versus cats. That's a tough one. I like both dogs and cats. Okay, so cats, roller coasters versus water slides. Ooh, water slides for me. Definitely water slides. Marshmallows versus hot dogs. For camping, you can make s'mores with marshmallows, but that wasn't exactly an option. It was just plain marshmallows. So probably hot dogs for me. Autobots versus Decepticons. I would have chosen Autobots. Art versus science. I would have chosen... That's a tough one. Art versus science. That's a tough one indeed. What would I have chosen? Okay, is there anyone else who wants to send me a request? Because now's your chance. I'll get back to the art versus science one. Cars versus planes. Cars. Definitely cars. Pirates versus ninjas. Ninjas. Burgers versus pizza. 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 I like burgers, but pizza, you get a lot more variety. Naughty versus nice. Would have been... I would have chosen nice, I guess. Past versus future. I'd rather not go to any, because I don't want to mess up anything that may cause something to happen in the present, and I don't want to see the future because it's going to be like, oh, this happens? Okay, yeah. So, I guess... I don't know. That's a dangerous one. I don't know. Pokemon Red versus Pokemon Blue. I would have gone Pokemon Blue. Snowman versus Sandcastle. Oh, that's a tough one. Dang. I like going to the beach during the summertime is really, really fun. But building like snow sculptures in the snow is also really fun during the wintertime. Oh, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. I'll get back to that one. SpongeBob versus Patrick. I would have chosen SpongeBob. Fancy Party versus Costume Party. Not a huge party guy, but probably a costume party, because I imagine that's going to be less demanding than something like a fancy party. Early bird versus night owl. I'm literally in the middle of that, so I do like getting up early to make my days longer, but dang, probably early bird in that case for me. And then Kelly versus Marie. Again, I'll have to get back to that one. Sheesh. But yeah, that was some of those are really tough, which is good. When you have a Splatfest that makes you wonder, like, geez, which one should I choose? That's pretty good. Unfortunately, a huge chunk of Splatoon 3 Splatfests have been nothing but food-related ones, which is kind of dumb. Let's go in Zap 89. This is a fun kit. The winners was dogs. Winners was roller coasters, marshmallows, Decepticons, art, planes, pirates, burgers, naughty, past, Pokemon Blue, Sandcastle, Patrick, Fancy Party, Night Owl, and Marie. Jeez. So huge. I would have only won like maybe 3 Splatfests in this game. Maybe, no, 4 actually. But yeah, there are some of those where I actually need to think about my team, which one I'd like to choose, because I really don't know. Those are all pretty tough. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'll have to get back to some of those. Ismail, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? You got 3K, so you better scared. Your man's bad though. I mean, I'm not a competitive player, but I'm not casual either. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I'll take maybe 2 weapons and, you know, get really good with those 2, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Where should I put the sprinkler? Where's a good spot for a sprinkler on this map? I see one right here. Yeah, sprinklers are actually good in this game. They paint a huge area. And there are some Splatoon 2 Splatfests I missed out on because I got Splatoon 2 pretty much when Octo expansion was announced. So which Splatfest did I miss out on Splatoon 2? I'd like to know. Let's bring those up. I know one of them was Team Love, and yeah, that goes without saying I would have chosen Team Love for that one. And yes, I am aware that Team Love won in Splatoon 2. Because Japan couldn't pull their frickin' tryhard mode on us. Seriously, I feel like every time I get into a lobby with Japanese players, there's a lot of lag because they're like on the complete opposite side of the world. But in Splatoon 3, lag is a normal thing. Just communication errors are a normal thing. Other side, there's no... Wow. I actually tried the squid roll for a second. That's not in this game. Self-strafing is still in this game, though. Except, I don't think you can do it with the ink mine, though, so... Yeah, there's something. And I'll take a look at the Splatoon 2 Splatfest as soon as this match is over. Ouch. You missed all of them except for Aspen versus Cake and Kelly versus Marie. Dang. I mean, at least you got the place on, so that's good. Yeah, my first ever Splatfest in Splatoon was Pulp versus No Pulp. And to me, given the time of year I played it, I think that's a pretty fitting one. Like this, so yeah, cake versus ice cream, mayo versus ketchup. Again, really... Am I playing Anzap or Wasabi? That was the Anzap. Anzap 89. So yeah, cake versus ice cream, I'll have to get back to that. Mayo versus ketchup. What, no mustard? Watch him redo that one and add mustard to it in Splatoon 3. Another freaking redo. Sheesh. What are the moderators' jobs? They're just here to, you know, moderate the stream, make sure that no one tries any toxicity or anything. Like, no disrespect, none of that stuff. Keeping things nice and safe here. Okay, so flight versus invincibility. I would choose... That's actually a tough one. Dang. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But vampires versus werewolves. Probably werewolves for me. Sci-fi versus fantasy. I'll have to get back to that one. Sweaters versus socks. Probably sweaters, because not all footwear requires socks. Let's see. Action versus comedy. I'm not much of a movie person, but I'll get back to that. Money versus love. Yeah, love all the way. Chicken versus egg. As in, which came first, chicken or the egg? You know what? Technically, the egg came first because if, you know, scientists are right about dinosaurs laying eggs, then the egg came before the chicken. So that means the chicken had to come from an egg. And the chicken itself was a combination of genes from two different animals, so the egg had to have came first. It came from the egg. And then that chicken pretty much was, you know, purebred, I guess. Take care, Ismail. Have a good one. Stay safe. And let's see. Ralph versus Leo. I would have chosen Team Leo for the first one. And then for the second one, probably... Dang. Probably Donnie. And then Raph versus Donnie. I probably would have gone Donnie for the second one. Or the final. Oh, baseball versus soccer? I'm not much of a sports person at all, so... But if I had to choose between one or the other, it would probably be baseball. Yeah, probably baseball. Wasn't half bad. Very, very careful against you. I feel like in this game, it's easier to... I literally just joined. What? Yeah, I feel like in this game, it's easier to aim for some reason. Maybe because there's less lag. Maybe the Wii U was a stronger console for online stuff than the Switch is. Winners: cake, mayo, flight, vampires, fantasy, sweaters, comedy, love, chicken, baseball, Ralph, Donnie again, and ice cream. Oh, ice cream actually won. I wonder why they repeated the same premiere Splatfest twice. Makes you wonder why this one wasn't cake versus ice cream versus cookies or something. Or ice cream cake. There is such thing as ice cream cake, so they could have combined them. Bling! But yeah, some of the Splatfests are really hard to decide on. Jeez. But yeah, I remember the pulp versus no pulp one, so I chose team no pulp because while it's not exactly fresh orange juice, I would prefer not having something chunky in a beverage because beverages are supposed to be something you drink, not exactly chew. But contrary to what I just said, I do want to try boba tea, and I know those have like little boba ball thingies in them, so. There's a good spot for it. Oops. Oh, that's where the sprinkler doesn't really ink the feet. Jeez. You have boba tea? It's okay. I mean, my brother has had boba tea. He says like the little boba balls at the bottom kind of taste like they don't really have any real flavor to them, and a friend of mine also tried it. They both agree it kind of seems like it kind of tastes like you're eating like rubber balls, but if they had like a very particular flavor to them that makes them edible instead of just, you know, like that really bad rubbery flavor. But I myself want to try some. I want to try some boba tea. Thanks. Okay. Oopsies. That's a lot far up. Longer range than I anticipated. Ah, yeah, the splatling is cool. I like the designs of pretty much all the weapons in this game compared to Splatoon 2 or 3. Some of them remain the same, like the insets for obvious reasons. Because what other design could they give them? Not exactly any other one, that's why. Let's see, European for Splatoon 1, Splatfest was Rock versus Pop, Eat versus Sleep, North Pole versus South Pole, Singing versus Dancing. I would not have been able to choose any of these because they were, you know, not North America, but if I had to choose, I would probably choose Rock, maybe Eat, probably the North Pole, I'm not sure. I'm not a good singer or dancer, so that'd be a tough one. I guess maybe dance. I guess Messy versus Tidy. Tidy, cats versus dogs. Again, not too sure. Zombies versus ghosts. Another tough one. That's another tough one. I'll get back to that one. What, a pineapple pizza, or so it's either pineapple is good or not good. You know what? I personally don't like pineapple on my pizza, but I wouldn't go as far as to call it disgusting. I would choose disgusting just because I personally don't like it. But if people like pineapple on their pizza, then, more power to them. To each their own. But me personally, no. I don't like pineapple on my pizza. Then, fit versus rich. I'd rather be fit, honestly, because as hard as as hard as it is to be fit, it's a lot easier to get fit than to get rich. Unless you somehow win the lottery. Barbarians? Wow. Versus ninjas. I choose ninjas. Hoverboards versus jetpacks. Hoverboards. Definitely hoverboards. World Tour versus Space Adventure. That's a tough one. That's a good one, actually. Holy cow. Rest of the themes were global. What would I choose? World Tour or Space Adventure? Oh wait, no, I want to buy a weapon. Yeah, that's a tough one. I have no idea. What weapon do I want to try using now? You know what? Let's... what's the Neo's kit? Ooh, it's got Trizuka. That's an instant. Points insert, I guess, could be helpful. But splat bombs are good too. I don't like the bomb rushes or the launchers. I prefer having a special weapon that's its own thing instead of just sub weapon spam. Ooh, I don't know. Let's go with the Neo. Because Inksuka is always a plus. You have a disc copy of this game? I imagine disc copies run smoother than digital copies. Okay, is there anyone else here who still wants to send me a request so we can play? If so, let me know. Holy cow, I've only got 20 minutes of streaming left. Word has... Dang it, this went by fast. That's probably only enough time for, like, 4 more matches, given how long it takes to find a match sometimes. Boing! Uh-oh. European S2 Splatfest. Not counting that was shared with us. Front roll versus back roll. Ah, yeah, that one. Oh, wait, we forgot Fork versus Spoon, didn't we? I went Team Fork. But then again, that's a Splatfest I played, so... Those... you don't need to list those. Let's see. Okay, I'll check them out after this match. Oh yeah, what do you guys think of the new Drizzle season coming to Splatoon 3? I personally think it's very lackluster given how it's supposed to be like a 1-year anniversary kind of thing. Unless it's just a normal season and they have something bigger planned for the 1-year anniversary. But the thing that sucks is that Splatfest is pretty much to celebrate it, and we already know who's gonna win, so... Very lame. Very lame indeed. Not much of an anniversary there. Direct it. Clink. Ah, back when the slushing machine was actually a bit more usable. A lot of the nerf they gave the slushing machine I feel like was a bit unnecessary. Like, maybe the, like, more expensive special? Yeah, I can get that one. But the slowed down attack rate, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. Because it's still pretty much, it's an inconsistent weapon, because it's either a 3-hit or a 2-hit. So to have a 3-hit be that slow, that's like slower than Splatoon Viper. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that slowed attack speed nerf. But yeah, I think that nerf was a bit too harsh. The more expensive special, yeah, that's understandable, but the slowed attack speed, nah, that was kind of stupid. As for the ink consumption increase, again, somewhat iffy. Like, why would they nerf the sloshing machine to absolute junk and leave the crab tank pretty much virtually untouched? Yeah, Nintendo, the king of dumb decision making for their games. If I can get my things look good, that would be nice. Double! Too little, too late, though. Okay, let's see. So yeah, front roll versus back roll. Front roll, warm breakfast versus cold breakfast. I mean, I like just reaching into the fridge to get something as simple as like maybe cheese or something. But warm breakfasts tend to be a little better, but they take a minute to make. It depends on how early or how late you get up is the thing. But overall, I think a warm breakfast would be better. But that's still a tough one. Let's see. Film versus book. Probably film. Pickles on your burger? No. Or no pickles on your burger. No pickles for me. I don't mind the texture of pickles, but I don't like the juiciness of them, is the thing. Popcorn flavors, salty versus sweet. Salty for me. Best part of the meal to eat is first, or save it for later. That's a tough one. I don't know. Typically, I like to save the best for last, but what if you get like too full and you're too full to eat the best part is the thing. So I don't know. That's an interesting one. And then as for kids versus adults, I want to say I don't know what team I'd go for that one, honestly. Maybe kids because, you know, you're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid. Squid kid. That and the colors were literally mint chocolate chip ice cream. Oh, but wait, they made that official in Splatoon 3. But in a rather dumb way. Is there someone here? Point sensors. Did not tag anybody. Hello. Climb, 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 climb. Dang it. I feel so handicapped without ink res. I'm so glad they made ink res, you know, stackable ability in the future installments. Because having it be shoe exclusive was very limiting. It's an ability I feel like I need, given my mobile playstyle, so yeah. Where is everybody? Where the heck? Actually, where is everybody? Ah, dang it, again. I got somebody. I got somebody! But yeah, again, a quick heads up. There is one person with a very vulgar name that I've ran into like 3 times now. So I apologize in advance if we end up running into that same person. Yeah, here's a problem with, again, this map kind of demonstrates the bad map design, but given how it's the first game, I can kind of look past it because, you know, this Nintendo's first attempt at a game like this, so obviously they wouldn't have maps down perfectly, but oddly enough, the maps in this game, for the most part, were still better than the ones in Splatoon 2 and 3. But at least Splatoon 2 maps are better than Splatoon 3 maps. Splatoon 3 maps just suck. Oh crap, I almost fell in. Yeah, I got enough time for 2 more matches after this one. And then I'm going to call it a stream. I will be streaming this again tomorrow, though. This guy just decided to say screw it. Oh yeah, you can actually use your sub-weapon while holding the insert. Why can't you do that in Splatoon 3? That's just dumb, in my opinion. Winners, front roll, film, pickles on your burger, salty, save it for later, and adults. Interesting. And a warm breakfast. I mean, I like the convenience of just reaching into the fridge and grabbing something to eat instead of needing to sit through the whole cooking process, but I like warm breakfast better. I mean, hey, scrambled eggs, bacon. Okay, so I'm gonna switch my weapon out again. I'm gonna and this will be these will be the last 2 matches for this stream, and I'll be streaming this game again tomorrow. What do I want to use? What do I want to use? Ooh, I really don't know. Let's go with... What weapon haven't I used that I enjoy using? I mean, heck, these are still pretty good. I like the range, really solid. Why did they turn them into dualies? Gosh darn it. Really? Dualies? Which one, though? That's a tough one. Let's go with the vanilla. Vanilla! I actually did end up missing Heroes vs. Villains Splatfest in Splatoon 2 because I was in the middle of moving during that one, so... And I know Villains won, but I would have gone Team Heroes, though. You were Team Villains. I get you. Villains. Dang, I like these things a lot better as, you know, one weapon. Why did they turn them into dualies? Dang it. Wait. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, the range on this weapon is very nice. I kind of like having some space between me and my opponent just so I don't need to get too close to them. And the mobility is solid too. Unfortunately, they turned into dualies. Greetings, comrade! Greetings, comrades! That's literally Tricolor Turf War in a nutshell. You're supposed to be, like, on the same team fighting the person currently in, you know, first. But then you just end up fighting each other anyway. Hello! Or mirror matches, more so, in a nutshell. You fight your own team. Hey, run the same team. Yeah, but we're guys still splat each other. Greetings, comrades! To a certain degree, I guess you could say that's what Splatoon 3 Splatfest in general are, because depending on your team, you're going to be getting more mirror matches than anything. The way Splatfests are just handled in Splatoon 3 is really, really cool. Like, it's like, why even bother playing? The only reason I play Splatfest is for the Super C Snails, for, you know, gear customization. That's quite literally it. That is the only reason I still play Splatfest at all in Splatoon 3. Oh, that's a target. That's a target. Get away. Dang, the E-Liter 3K scope in this game has ludicrous range. It's kind of insane how much range it has. Like, actually. Put on opposite sides. Disruptors and bubbler ready. That is such a powerful combo. Especially on something like the mini splatling. Combine that with the range and rapid time to splat, the Zinc mini splatling is ridiculously good in this game. Disruptor to slow your opponent, and bubbler for complete invincibility. Combined with the rapid charge time and ability to splat with the range. And your mobility on top of that with run speed up is just ridiculously good. Alright, last match of the stream. Let's do it. With that combo. Yes, the vanilla tri-slosher. But I think the mini splatling is better with that combo because of the range that it has. You can really put it to good use without needing to actually get close with the bubbler. Because the bubbler is still affected by knockback, so... needing to get close with the tri-slosher makes it not as effective in my opinion. So yeah, Zinc Mini Splatling, probably the better option for that combo. But that's not to say it's bad on the Tri-Slosher, because it's certainly still good. Did I get somebody at least? No? Okay. Dang, I wish... I think I could hear the music, but I don't want to have any echo going on. Dude, the original Splat Attack music really screams Splatoon as well. Look, there's someone up there. Dang it, I want my ink press. I'll get it. I'll have it as soon as I'm done upgrading these shoes. Oh yeah, there's one better thing about this map in Splatoon 2. There's a sponge there, so you can actually go up there if you wanted to. Despite these having a slower fire rate, the time to splat is still pretty good. And there you go. Still pretty ink hungry though. But that's the cool thing about the echolocator. It's like a free refill on your ink. So you can throw a splat bomb, use it, and then just keep pressuring the enemies while they're being located. Oh jeez. The splash ball looks cool in this game too. It actually looks like a sprinkler almost. Not like the sprinkler that's in this game, but like one of those fan sprinklers. If you guys know what those are really fun to run through in the summer. Yeah, even the sub-weapon design changes kind of sucks. Oh my goodness, that's garbage. That's interesting, because I feel like a lot of the weapons in this game are actually a lot more accurate than they are in their Splatoon 2 and 3 counterparts. Especially the splatter shot. That weapon feels a lot more accurate in this game than it does in Splatoon 3. Even after the accuracy buff that they gave it. Ooh, close game. GG's. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream here, and I will be streaming this game again tomorrow as well. I would like to stream the all rear rotation and salmon run in Splatoon 3 right now, but I'm kind of bummed out of that game, honestly. And the new Sizzle season, I'm not too excited for. Because the maps... the new maps that they're introducing, while they actually do kind of look visually nice, they still look like the same old hallways. So, I'm not too excited. Like, actually. I'm not staying too excited. That, and if they do not bring back the Black Norimaki 750s, I will also... That's another reason for me to just not be too excited. But if they do, then that'll be a plus at least. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream right here. But first, let's see what Judd has to say. Rare gear comes with 3 empty slots from the get-go. But it takes a lot of experience to power up, so prepare yourself. Yeah, leveling up gear in this game takes a minute. Especially since there's no, like, you know, ability drinks or whatever. And I'll say this again, I really like how these headphones ended up having 3 special durations up. I did not do that with a reroll of Super Sea Snails. That happened as I was upgrading them, so that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream here. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope y'all had fun. I will be streaming this game again tomorrow. So until next time, hope you all take care.